mentioned states of Maharashtra, West Bengal, and Tamil Nadu, they've also come under fire. Of course, the lashing was particularly received by the Union Territory of Delhi, where the Supreme Court has categorically slammed the Delhi government for its handling of the deceased dead bodies. It went on to state, and I quote, as to how very sorry state of affairs in Delhi and its hospitals. That is one of the observations coming from the Supreme Court. And like you were just mentioning a while back, no adherence to the MHA guidelines, and hospitals, the Supreme Court feels, aren't giving due care and concern to the dead bodies. The parents' families, the patients' families, beg your pardon, aren't even informed about such deaths, and families haven't been able to attend the last rites too in some cases. That is also what the Supreme Court has noted, and the Supreme Court is seeking further explanations from Delhi government. Of course, the hospital LNJT has also been issued notice, and Frida, all these states from Maharashtra to West Bengal to Tamil Nadu, which again have witnessed some very controversial aspects pertaining to the treatment of those bodies of the deceased, have also received the Supreme Court's notice to file their particular responses. The chief secretaries have been directed to take stock of patient management system and submit an appropriate status report regarding staff, patient care, etc. When the hearing is going to be conducted next on forthcoming Wednesday.
Right, so the Supreme Court has very clearly highlighted the gross mishandling of COVID deaths, insensitivity and the callousness has been exposed because a number of cases that we have been reporting as well over the past few weeks relate to how the patients' families are made to run from pillar to post, and even the news of the deaths do not reach them on time. And we are, in fact, even today in the broadcast, we have a story of how body of the wrong patient was, of the deceased rather, was buried by the wrong family. So if with this level of anomalies, Meenakshi, this is an intervention that was much required.
Yes, Frida, and it is very sad and unfortunate that even in the midst of managing such a humanitarian crisis of this portion, to deal with something which requires respect, especially if somebody has passed away, there is a certain amount of sensitivity which is attached to that patient and its family, and clearly that is lacking as we speak, and that is the reason this intervention of the Supreme Court is the need of the hour. Remember, it was late last evening that the Supreme Court took so moto cognizance, and throughout we have seen pertaining to critical issues from migrant transportation to now handling the dead bodies, we are seeing the invocation of juristic orders for the executive to fall in line and do what is the basic minimum expected of them while managing a humanitarian crisis. So clearly, the Supreme Court of this country is very, very unhappy today with the manner in which affairs have been conducted, in particular by the Delhi government.
Absolutely. The state cannot abdicate its responsibilities in dealing with this humanitarian crisis, as Meenakshi puts it. Thanks very much for joining us, Meenakshi, with the latest inputs coming in from the Supreme Court. With that, let's move on to